As promised, 3, I repeat, 3, 1, 2, 3, freshly baked chocolate chip cookies, courtesy of the best girlfriend in the entire universe. What's the price? How about 2 kisses? Perfect. So how's the studying going, babe? It looks like you've been racking your brain over that same subject for the past, hour now? Is it really that difficult? No, I'm not calling you stupid. You know I would never say that. You know I never would think that about you either. You're far from stupid. Very smart and talented, but you do get distracted sometimes. You okay? Is this subject in particular super stressful? Having a bit of a tough time focusing, huh? No, don't apologize to me. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. When it comes to studying, I think everybody has some sort of issues here and there. Come to think of it, well, you know me and my studying habits. I can only focus for so long before my brain starts to run around in a million circles. Yes, and then I have to take a snack break, which turns into a meal break, which turns into a snack and study session. Hey, I've gotten better at not dropping food on my books, okay? Last semester, each book only had maybe one little stain on it. I call it memories and character, okay? You can call it a stain all you want. Besides, we're not giving those books away. They're full of useful information. So, what's going through your head now? I mean, it's only the beginning of the semester. Are the classes just a little crazy for you to think about? Oh wow. So many assignments, homework already. Oh, you know me. I'm a complete scatterbrain. Again, runs around in a million circles, and I forget things quite often. Well, some things. But, yeah, having so many classes can get a little daunting. I know you can do it though. You're very smart and talented. As I've said before, you'll do great. But I do understand how it feels when you're trying to focus on something and just, I don't know, just won't go through. Are you doing that thing that happens to me all the time where my brain starts to wander and then I feel like I have to start rereading the beginning of the page again? Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. No. Don't feel bad for it. You're definitely not the only one who has to deal with that wandering brain kind of thing. I deal with it. A bunch of people I know deal with it. I think if I'm right, I think people nowadays are calling it, well, they're calling it an epidemic. I'm just calling it a social, technological attention span problem. Yes, I know it's a very, very long term that I use. But if you think about it, when you hear the word epidemic, what first comes to mind? Exactly. Medical diseases. E. coli, swine flu, whatever that one was from the birds, the West Nile virus. There we go, yes, the West Nile virus. I don't really see it as that. More of just an issue when it comes to attention spans. I mean, can you really blame them? Everything is so instant nowadays. Snap of your fingers, you get your food. Instant coffee, ramen, all that stuff. Another snap of your fingers, you can skip an ad to watch a video on YouTube. And snap your fingers one more time, you can get almost anything within 10-15 seconds nowadays. Therefore, the attention span and the patience span has gone downhill quite a lot. I think, if I'm right, there was some research that said people nowadays have the attention span that lasts, on average, about 6 to 10 seconds. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Nowadays, it's just instant stuff. I don't understand it completely. I mean, just sitting down and reading a book for fun. Nobody likes doing that anymore because it takes too much time. How silly does that sound? Okay, yes, you're right. I did go on a pretty big tangent. I don't know. I just have a weird thing when it comes to that. However, there are so many ways to be able to work on regaining that need to focus for a long period of time. One of the most normal ways is by taking breaks, believe it or not. However, when you take breaks, that time has to be shorter than the amount of time you work on whatever it is you're working on. Say, for example, I'm working on a project for my job. I'll work on that project for an hour to an hour and a half, and then I'll take a 30-minute to 45-minute break, and then it's back to work for an hour to an hour and a half, and then a break, and the cycle just continues until that project is done. It might seem strange, but taking short breaks does help you kind of de-stress for a small period of time. The only thing is that you need discipline to be able to handle that switch between breaking and working, then taking a break and working again. It's not easy, but I'm sure that you have the right amount of discipline to be able to pull that off. What's my favorite way? Well, you might laugh, but it's a small meditative practice that a friend of mine taught me back in high school when I really couldn't focus on anything. Yeah, them. It's called clearing your mind. Don't laugh. Why are you even laughing? Because it's so simple. Yeah, I know. The title is really simple, but trust me, when I say it's effective, especially when you do it right. Would you like to learn that one? Cool. Okay. Put your stuff down and just sit in a relaxed position. Remember, this is an exercise for short-term breaks. So really, you don't have to go anywhere. You're just clearing your mind out from any distractions for a moment. You good? Hey, I see you playing with that pen. Put it down. Okay, we're going to work on your breathing. Sit tall, but relaxed. And now we are going to work on your breathing. You know exactly what to do, right? Exactly. Inhale through the nose, hold for a little bit, and exhale through your mouth. Ready? Do it with me. Inhale, hold, exhale. Again. Inhale, hold, exhale. Keep doing that. Okay, you see how your mind looks, right? You can see all of the thoughts flying through, kind of like a freeway or a highway, or just a big mess, which is perfectly fine, but that's not what we want right now. You are going to do something called a mind explosion. It helps with the clearing of your mind. So, start gathering all of those thoughts, all the thought bubbles, the specific words, every single one of them, and pull them in closely. Think of it as taking a really messy, undone puzzle set. So all the pieces are flying all over the place, and you're putting it in a box, in a circle. Keep inhaling through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now, as you continue to breathe, you're going to make that ball of thoughts, all of the thoughts that you have, really tight. You should have no more little thought bubbles flying around your head. Instead, you should have that one big, condensed thought bubble. Focus on it. Visualize it being squished between two invisible hands. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As you squeeze that ball full of those thoughts that won't go away, you're going to start to see it get tense, tight. You're going to keep squeezing and squeezing, making that thought bubble tighter and tighter until finally, with one more exhale, it explodes. That thought bubble will turn into a rain of stardust. By the time that dust settles, there will be nothing else in your mind except for those invisible hands. That is how you clear your mind really quickly. It may take a practice run or two, sometimes 3. It took me 4 times the first time I had to try it. But you can do it. And once you're able to do it, then your mind will be clear again, and you'll be able to focus better on, well, whatever it is you're working on. Did it work? I hope so. You could be lying to me just to make me feel better. I know you wouldn't lie to me. Just do this exercise every time you feel like your thoughts are too much, that you're getting too distracted, And with enough practice, you'll be able to clear your mind just like that. It's perfect, and it'll help you focus a lot, especially when it's crucial. Oh, baby. I try, but I'm not that awesome. I just know a few things. I love you too. Now I'm going to go back into the kitchen and clean up that mess I made in order to bake these cookies for us. And then after that, I'm going to make some dinner, okay? That should take about 2.5 hours altogether. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's close to being done. But don't worry for that now. You focus on your project right there. And remember, if your mind starts to get too clouded up with all of those thoughts, just take a breath. Clear your mind using that explosion bubble tactic that I taught you. And you should be perfectly fine, okay? Alright. You got this, baby. I believe in you. You are going to do